Alexander Isak has publicly submitted a transfer request at Newcastle, while also pulling out of their Asia preseason tour this summer. Moreover, according to several reliable sources, Isak favors Liverpool as his next destination, believing that Arne Slot's tactical system perfectly suits his playing style. In terms of form, class, age, and ambition, Isak is at the peak of his career, and right now, Liverpool desperately need a new striker to restructure their attack following Diogo Jota's departure and the uncertain future of Darwin Núñez. When a player who fits so well at the right time and in the right system has opened the door wide, what's there to hesitate for? Come on, Liverpool, go get Isak now. Alexander Isak's absence from Newcastle's Asia preseason tour is a clear sign. Firstly, it highlights a rift between the player and his current club. Shortly after, as confirmed by sources from the Hawko, Isak officially submitted a transfer request, marking a decisive step toward finding a new club that better aligns with his personal ambitions. Behind this move lies a series of prolonged disputes dating back to last season. According to journalist Benjov, one of the deeper reasons stems from Newcastle's failure to extend Isak's contract last year when sporting director Paul Mitchell was still in charge. Despite the Swedish striker consistently proving his quality with an impressive goal-scoring record in the Premier League, the club made no concrete moves to secure him with a new contract and a salary befitting his status. This has somewhat damaged the relationship between the two parties. Additionally, Isak is said to want to play in the Champions League and has a burning desire to reach new heights in his career. While Newcastle have qualified for the Champions League, their participation is not guaranteed every season. Liverpool, on the other hand, can offer that assurance. They have strong financial backing and are in the process of rebuilding to compete for titles. As for Newcastle, although the club has stated that Isak is not for sale, they are under financial pressure and the constraints of financial fair play FFP, especially after losing some revenue from sponsors. The price Newcastle are demanding for Isak ranges from £120 to £150 million. While high, this figure is not beyond the reach of top clubs. If Liverpool are truly serious and determined, the Reds are not latecomers in the race for Alexander Isak. On the contrary, Anfield leadership had already sent an exploratory offer to Newcastle even before finalizing the transfer of Hugo Ekitike. This clearly shows that Isak is the top priority in Arne Slot's plan to upgrade the attack, not just a supplementary option. In fact, Evening Standard once confirmed that Isak was placed in the top tier of strategic targets to build an entirely new attacking line post-Jurgen Klopp era. Although Liverpool have already signed Ekitike for a fee of up to £79 million, they remain determined to pursue Isak as they recognize the significant gap in the squad following Diogo Jota's departure. Furthermore, Darwin Núñez's future are also in serious doubt, with the Uruguayan striker attracting interest from Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia and previously being a target for Napoli, though that deal fell through due to an excessively high transfer fee. From a tactical perspective, Isak is the perfect striker for Arne Slot's philosophy. The Dutch manager favors an active pressing system with versatile forwards capable of switching positions and playing out wide, something Isak can deliver immediately. Moreover, Isak is not just a traditional 9, but can also operate as a false 9 or an inside forward, providing cover and combining brilliantly with teammates. Liverpool have every favorable condition to sign Isak financially, in terms of squad needs, tactical fit, and above all, their proactive approach from the outset. If they miss this opportunity, they could pay a heavy price in the future. Looking purely at goal-scoring numbers, Alexander Isak has been one of the Premier League's most formidable strikers in the 2020-25 season, with 23 goals in the Premier League. He is not only Newcastle's main goal-scoring threat, but also ranks among England's top forwards, just behind superstars like Mohamed Salah. What's remarkable is that Isak doesn't just shine in smaller matches. He scored in the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool, a clear testament to his big game mentality. Technically, Isak is a rare modern striker. Standing at 1.92 meters, he might initially seem like a classic target man, but the reality is entirely different. Isak possesses silky technical skills, with deft touches in tight spaces and the ability to retain possession under pressure, setting him apart from other tall strikers who often rely solely on physicality. His intelligent off-the-ball movement, constantly shaking off markers and finding space behind defenses, combined with his clinical one-touch finishing, makes him an extremely dangerous attacking weapon. Compared to Liverpool's current options, Isak brings clear improvements. Hugo Ekitike, though full of potential, has yet to play in the Premier League and will need time to adapt. Darwin Núñez, meanwhile, is notorious for his inconsistency in finishing and decision-making. Isak, on the other hand, has already proven himself in the demanding environment of the EPL and is entering the prime of his career. Amid strict financial fair play regulations forcing many Premier League clubs to tighten their belts, Liverpool are in a more advantageous position than their rivals. The Reds completed their 2024-25 financial year in May, meaning their summer 2025 transfers won't be overly constrained by upcoming financial reports. In other words, Liverpool can spend without necessarily needing to sell before next season, as long as they manage their wage bill and cost limits effectively. However, to create financial and tactical space for the Isak deal, the club is considering parting ways with two attacking stars. Darwin Núñez, despite being given plenty of opportunities, has not met expectations consistently and is currently valued at around 70 million euros. Meanwhile, Luis Diaz is a serious target for Bayern Munich, with the German club preparing a 75 million euros offer. If both deals go through, Liverpool would not only recoup over 140 million euros, but also free up significant wage and squad space, creating ideal conditions to secure Alexander Isak. They could also invest in a new left winger to replace Diaz, further refining the squad structure to fit Arne Slot's vision. If Liverpool fail to sign Alexander Isak, they will have to pivot, but all alternative options come with certain tactical limitations. According to multiple sources, Newcastle will not sell both Isak and Anthony Gordon at the same time, so Liverpool will likely have to choose one. In fact, Gordon was very close to joining Anfield last summer, but the deal collapsed at the last moment due to Newcastle's issues, not because Liverpool backed out. If Luis Diaz leaves, Malik Fofana is also under consideration. The young Belgian star, emerging in League One with his speed and technical ability on the left wing, is a potential option to fill the void left by Diaz. However, neither Gordon nor Fofana can address the need for a high-quality central striker, which is Liverpool's current priority. Isak, on the other hand, is a two-in-one solution, a goal-scoring striker who can also drift wide to link up and create space for teammates. The tactical value Isak brings makes Liverpool's attacking setup under Arne Slot far more flexible across various attacking formations. Another factor that cannot be overlooked in the Alexander Isak saga is the influence of Saudi Arabia, particularly Al Hilal. According to journalist Benjav, Al Hilal have prepared a bid for Isak, though no direct negotiations with Newcastle have taken place yet. Crucially, Isak has no intention of moving to the Saudi Pro League, as he prioritizes playing in the Champions League and developing his career at the highest level in Europe. The relationship between Newcastle and Al Hilal adds further complexity to the deal. While both clubs are linked to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, they are not considered part of the same multi-club system, so any transfer between them would not violate UEFA or FIFA regulations. Even if Isak refuses, a substantial offer from Al Hilal could still allow Newcastle to inflate Isak's market value, thereby driving up the price for clubs like Liverpool. This is a classic tactic in today's football, influenced by financial forces off the pitch. Liverpool are at a pivotal moment in reshaping their attack. Signing Alexander Isak now would give the Reds a top-class striker and pave the way for one of Europe's most formidable attacking lines. With Isak Ekitike, Salah, and Florian Wirtz combining under Arne Slot's guidance, the possibilities are thrilling. Isak is at the peak of his form, wants to leave Newcastle, prioritizes Liverpool as his destination, and fits perfectly into the current tactical system. The chance to sign a player like this is rare and unlikely to come again. If Liverpool hesitate, they risk losing Isak to a rival or, worse, Newcastle could tie him down with a £300,000 a week contract, making him an untouchable cornerstone. This is the moment to act, not next year, not after the winter transfer window, but right now. Go get Isak, Liverpool, because opportunities like this don't come twice.